EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And tough going there, as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. You look at the defense for these Texans. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Now 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. In motion, the tight end. 2nd and 13. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here is 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Spears. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Now Stroud. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Stroud. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Dolphins are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. They go play action here on first down. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down. Hey, look at the defense for these Texans. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The Texans at 9-5 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win,
from the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 2. And here's a give to Spears. 20, 10, and he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 69 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Spears will take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And running with power here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Here comes third and about a foot. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Palmer. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. There's a short one caught by Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Back to throw here. He finds his man Johnson.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 14. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, third and a yard. They'll look to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Stroud working out of the gun. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Here's Stroud. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Finding space at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Now 2nd and 5. Hand off to Spears.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. On 1st and 10, it's Spears.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Stroud looking to throw.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Stroud out of the gun here. That is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the 3rd quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
He'll keep it himself.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Second down and 8.
He'll look to throw.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Final minute now of the third quarter. The slot man in motion right. 2nd and 3. Man open, it's Goodwin. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll look to throw again. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
2nd and 10.
Back to throw again.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Goodwin. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Texans 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Right back to Spears. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards.
And the Texans answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Open net is Waddle, complete.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught inside the 25. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. There's a nice move, and he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Only a short game there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at him, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make 2nd down a lot shorter than it was looking for a moment.
Second and goal from inside the 5. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
This is 3rd and goal.
Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Dolphins have regained the lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now 17-14.
Texans 14.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Here's 1st down. Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Out of the gun to give to Spears.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Now Stroud. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. Stroud.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he is going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And now a run with Spears.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw.
He's got to complete to Waddle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got 1 timeout left. Want to save it.
He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
To a knee goes Stroud, and that is going to